Now, before I get started, I just want to preface something by saying that there will be absolutely no Last of Us Part 2 leaks in this video. I'm only going to be discussing the article in question regarding the Last of Us Part 2 leaks. But there will be absolutely no plot points, no details about what said leaks could be about. So if you direct your attention here to the Forbes magazine here, it says, warning, massive The Last of Us Part 2 leaks reveals plot details you do not want to see. So again, I will not get into the specifics, what these leaks are. At the time of me recording this video and editing here, I don't know what the leaks could possibly be, but all I know is a few things. People are angry. There's rumor about a disgruntled employee causing these leaks because of the way he was treated at work. And some of these plot points are basically disagreeable with a lot of the fans and the community of the Last of Us Part 2 and The Last of Us in general. So again, if you have the opportunity, please take the time to go to all your social media feeds, turn off like notifications about Last of Us, maybe not follow the Last of Us official social media, accounts, and basically like censor hashtag Last of Us leaks and hashtag Last of Us. Whatever it is you got to do to avoid these leaks, do it right now. So let's go ahead and discuss this article. Let's go ahead and read this article right here from Forbes.com. And it says here that not great news for the Naughty Dog today as they scramble to do damage control over major leak of The Last of Us Part 2. Parts of the game taken from a dev build have been leaked online, are being decimated across I'm sorry, did I say that wrong? I said that wrong. Disseminated across YouTube. This includes an enormous amount of cutscenes from the game and various devs menus that reveal level and plot points of The Last of Us Part 2. No spoilers will follow in this article, like I've prefaced before. It's a massive sprawling leak and obviously something almost everyone is going to want to avoid, lest you fail to be surprised by various twists and turns in the game. One point in particular that's been revealed has been described as something that was supposed to hit players unexpectedly, but I don't know what it is and will not be discussing any of those leaks here because I've been avoiding them, as you should be. And this is coming from this Paul Tassi, who's a senior contributor over there. I'm quoting him basically, and I should feel the same way, and I do feel the same way because I've already mentioned this before in a live stream that I do not want to go over the leaks. I don't want to know what it is because I don't know what they are, and I don't want to know what it is, and I think it's best just to keep it that way and avoid leaks. And I have this feeling because we're about to get into the discussion about the release date in a second. I have this feeling up until the release date, the new release date of The Last of Us Part 2, I'm somehow gonna accidentally scroll through my social media feed on Twitter, on YouTube, or whatever it be, and I'm accidentally gonna see the leak. And it happened to me before. It's happened to me with movies. It's happened to me with highly anticipated video games, and I hate it when that happens. And I kick myself. I always kick myself in the butt whenever that happens, and I hate myself when I do that. But it just happens, Sometimes these leaks come across unexpectedly on your feed, and it's just ridiculous. Anyways, let's continue. The rumor currently circulating is that these dev builds leaks are from a disgruntled employee at Naughty Dog who was tired of being mistreated there, so he decided to mass leak all his stuff. This has not been confirmed yet at all and could end up being a fan creation based on the fact that this is a dev build and Naughty Dog is a studio known for extremely high intense crunch. We'll have to wait and hear more about this angle of the leak for now, but for now this is just a rumor. But actually that was just updated as of this morning. So if you guys haven't known this already, and I didn't do a video about this already, but there's been a lot of word going around that Naughty Dog really does a lot of crunch time with their employees. They really crunch their time a lot, and they really don't treat their employees well. I hate to believe that, but based on the rumors and the testimonies from like Naughty Dog employees or ex-Naughty Dog employees, I just can't help but say that, you know what? It's pretty much substantiated. If it's coming from more than one person, if it's coming from people that haven't worked there and people who have worked there, then that is substantial enough for me, because clearly that's what's going on in the rumor mill about this company. They mistreat their employees and they crunch their times, and they don't even get paid that well enough for their crunch time. And if they're being overworked, I guess you can say what this developer did is justifiable, but at the same time, it's not, because it hurts the other developers that put in so much work. As much as this disgruntled employee, it hurts them because they put in so much work and time and effort to create such a great game that one freaking bad apple decided to cause this leak and ruin it for everybody. Not only does this ruin the developers out there, but this ruins the customers, us, the fans, who are highly anticipating this game, you know, that we've been waiting for like about almost 7 years now. 7 years, yeah, 7 years now. We've been waiting for a sequel for about 7 years now. And this bad apple is gonna go ahead and ruin it for all of us? Come on, it's not right. There are plenty of ways to deal with something or someone or a company that you do not like, and the best way to deal with it is in a legal way. Take legal action instead of taking, you know, heinous action or hurtful actions or whatever you want to call it. Let's continue. As for the game itself, it was delayed delayed indefinitely, I hate that, by Sony about a month ago as the pandemic lockdowns began. Reported the game is pretty much finished, and this was more of a marketing decision rather than something that was done because of work literally couldn't be completed on the game. The Last of Us Part 2 was supposed to be released May 29th, but there's no new release date for the release. So that's clearly been updated as of today. Earlier today, I saw it on Twitter that the new release date has been updated to be officially June 19th. Like, not even a month after its old date. So this was all really Naughty Dog's doing. They didn't do it because of the coronavirus. They did it just to have just a little bit more time to do some final touches, a little bit more work. The game was pretty much finished at the time of the delay announcement, which was a little over a month ago. And again, it just, like, the whole claim about Naughty Dog causing, you know, doing crunch time for the employees can be further validated by this statement alone. It wasn't really because of the pandemic. They just really needed a little bit more time to do some final touches and a little bit more work on the game. So anyways, as I was saying before, initially we thought that the release of the game Part 2 was going to be in fall. That would have been a very long time to wait for a game that we were excited about and we were supposed to get pre-summer. But in this case, it looks like we are getting a summer release of The Last of Us Part 2. So, fall is a long time to wait, like I said before, and it's also a long time to be dodging spoilers, and I probably wouldn't last. I probably would catch the leak in maybe, let's say, a week or so by now, given how much now leaked out there, how much was leaked out there. Whoever did this is about to be in a world of legal trouble, whether they're a disgruntled employee or not, and I would not want to be in their shoes. Yeah, me either. I don't want to be in their shoes. I know that some websites and YouTubers are going to dive into these leaks and dissect them for views. I will not be doing that, though I fear that with as much as I'm online, I probably won't be able to dodge the big plot points forever, as all it takes is one troll on Twitter or Twitch chat to ruin something. Guys, for those of you guys who watch me on Twitch and YouTube, I do live streams 4 days a week, by the way. I'm going to preface this by saying, you guys please do not leak anything about The Last of Us Part 2. In fact, don't bring The Last of Us Part 2 subject matter into my chats or in the comment section. Besides this video, you can comment about how horrible it is for a disgruntled employee, supposedly a disgruntled employee, to leak such details about a game that we're highly anticipated for, you know. You can go ahead and comment like that, but don't leak any major plot points or details, because I swear if you do, I will delete your comment as fast as possible. Please don't do that. I appreciate it if you know any details about it, which I don't know why you should if you're planning on playing the game. If you know any details, please spare everyone by not sharing those details. Please don't do that. So anyways, back to this article here. The game has gotten a new official release date as of June 19th, not even a month after its old date. And then another update that's been substantiated was that the report that this was a disgruntled employee that posted this footage and these details does seem to have panned out. So it was true after all. A disgruntled employee did cause this ruckus, and it's just a mess for Naughty Dog. It doesn't look good for them right now. Jason Schreier just catching up on his Naughty Dog story, and man, no matter how angry you are about a workplace conditions or your pay or whatever else, leaking your whole game just hurts all the other people who are in the trenches with you. so many better ways to channel that rage. Indeed, I definitely agree. This has sparkled a debate between sides like, well, Naughty Dog deserved this because of how badly they treat their workers. I understand when it comes to, look, I've worked for crappy companies. I'll be real with you. I've worked for companies that didn't treat me well, and I've worked more so for companies that do treat me well, you know, financially and personally. You know, it happens. You know, people feel a certain way because of the way they're treated. I get it. You know, I can empathize with this disgruntled employee, but it never made me feel like I wanted to attack the company. I've always wanted to deal with these kinds of situations in a professional manner, and that's how it's supposed to be dealt with, appropriately and professionally. Not simply attacking them by leaking their intellectual property. You don't leak someone's intellectual property because you have a grudge against someone or a company or whatever. It's just not the right way of doing things. You handle this legally, and that's just how it is. So, past this, the leaks appear to be damaging in the sense that I keep hearing that many people don't even want to play the game now after seeing them, whatever that means. So whatever has been revealed does not sound great, though I will still be avoiding searching out this information. Naughty Dog itself has now commented on the situation and sounds suitably mournful. One thing we did get out of this, however, is a June release date, which is much sooner than anyone was expecting. Only a few weeks based on its original late May release date. No, I better get my wallet ready. Message from the studio. This is from Naughty Dog themselves on Twitter. We know that the last few days have been incredibly difficult for you. We feel the same. It's disappointing to see the release and sharing of pre-release footage from development. Do your best to avoid spoilers, and we ask that you don't spoil it for others. And I'm also asking if you don't do that. The Last of Us Part 2 will be in your hands. No matter what you see and hear, the final experience will be worth it. Naughty Dog. So we will see what happens to this leaker, but I would imagine several legal problems are heading their way shortly here. So I could only imagine what kind of a position this leaker would be in after this whole debacle has, occurred. But other than that, guys, please, if you're gonna play the game, if you're planning on buying this game and playing it, I do highly recommend you try to avoid leaks as best as possible. Don't even watch videos about this. Like on my title of this video, I put no spoilers, so that way when you clicked on it, you had that reassurance that you're not going to get spoiled, because I myself, at the time of making this video, I don't know any details or plot points or anything like that. I don't know what was leaked. I don't know what about this game was leaked, and I want to keep it like that. So again, I know I'm prefacing it a lot. I don't know anything, and I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm not going to leak anything for you guys, my viewers. So anyways, what do you guys think about the whole Naughty Dog Last of Us Part 2 debacle? Leak debacle, that is. Do you think the disgruntled developer or employee was in the right by leaking this? And do you think Naughty Dog is really mistreating their employees, as everyone seems to be saying about the company? Like, do you think Naughty Dog is really mistreating their employees in a totally inappropriate manner? You let me know down in the comment section below, guys. I really want to hear your thoughts. I want to read your comments. Pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you tonight. Be sure to check out my other videos. Tune in for my live streams. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click on bell notifications, and I will see you all in the next video.